Part 2 of When Your Obsessive Best Friend Kidnaps You to Make His Dark Obsession. Author point of view. I will make sure that you will never forget me. With dark orbs, he came back to you. No, we don't, please. His jaws were tightened, and his forehead was covered with a layer of sweat. Jan, you love me. You cannot hurt me. Please. He sat near you, and a line rushed over you. What's the point of loving you when you don't love me back? He buried his face. Jan, I do love you. Liar. You felt his heartbeats were calmed down. Jan, I am not lying. I really love you. He pulled back his head and looked into your eyes. You love me? You nodded, and he smirked, confusing you more. It was difficult to predict what was going in his head. Then let's make love. Your eyes widened. Jan, no. He paid no heed to your pleadings, and when he touched the hem of your dress, you spoke. Jan, at least untie me. He narrowed his eyes. Jan, we cannot enjoy it if I'll be tied like this. Your words were against the tears in your eyes, so it was shocking to you when he removed the ties of your hands. He helped you sitting up. Jan, my feet. I am not that fool. You touched your luck and pushed him with all your might, but he was too strong to even budge. But his hold tightened more. Jan, let go, you yelled, and he pushed you back on the bed. He clutched and your buried wrist in his one hand. You belong to this psycho, butterfly. He leashed to you and struggled even for air. You yelped in pain. Jan, taehyung. You shakily murmured his name, and he was still. He growled like he was in pain. Leaving you, he backed away, holding his head. Pulling his hairs, he was yelling in pain. Now you were more scared. Your trembling hands, you untied your feet. Da, leave, don't come. He stepped on the shards, but didn't even notice. The pain he was already feeling was bigger than this. You ran to escape. Don't hurt her, don't. You were near the door, but stopped at his words. You looked back and found him folded on the floor. His feet were bleeding. I will not let you hurt her. Your heart bleed, seeing him like this. It seemed like he was back. Taking slow steps, you approached him. Yan, Taehyung, is this you? He jolted like a scared child. Back in sitting position, he saw you on your knees near him. You? Fear filled him up when he noticed a mark at your neck. Your disheveled state, this red room, and him being. Did I? With the help of Wall, he stood. You tried to help him, but he raised his hand to stop you. What did I do? Go away, or he will ruin you. Jan, listen, Taehyung. He took a step away from you and stumbled, feeling the pain. Jan, careful. You had him by his arm, and the next moment he totally fell over you, barely managing with his weight. You slowly sat down. He was fainted. Next day, Taehyung entered in his room and took off his jacket. He was about to remove, but stopped when he saw you. What are you doing here, Jan? Why you cancelled the appointment? You need to see a doctor. I don't want to. He sternly replied, and you held him by his collar. Jan, why? Do you want it to become more severe? You know nothing. Jan, I know. And if you will not get treated on time, it might swallow you forever. Do you want me to go to a doctor so that he can lock me up like some mental? Grasping your hands from his collar, he jerked them. Jan, it will not be like this, You're at early stage. What I was going to do with you. Do you call it early stage? Jan, it will be worse if you don't get treated. I can control it and I will be fine. I just need to avoid red and avoiding eye contact. He hesitated. Jan and nothing. Jan, I am not going anywhere. You said you will tell me everything. I cannot tell you more than this. He stepped closer to hold you, your arm to show you the exit. But you, Jan, why are you suffering from this all alone? He didn't hug you back. Jan, Jan, I love you, Taehyung, more than a friend. Your body was shaky due to crying. His arms wrapped around you. I love you so much. He tightened his hold. When you realized that you had confessed, you tried to step back, but he held your face and kept you close. He was looking in your wet eyes. Ta, then let me seal it. He tilted, and closing your eyes, you responded the gesture. Your hands engulfed his hair that felt so soft. When you let him slide in, pressing you to, he walked and you stepped back. He held your waist and softly threw you on the mattress. Your body bounced and he separated your. He was devouring you while switching positions. You were breathing heavily. You almost when he stopped the magic of his hands. Ta, if you don't stop me now, then I promise that you will not be walking after this. Ishan, you're asking this when I am already at the edge. He smirked and you winced when he suddenly pushed. Yan, Taehyung, he paused the moment. Ta, you still need to answer. You were writhing because of his speed and your emotions were at the peak that you were unable to make any words. He could feel that you were close. Ta, should I stop? Yan, no. Ta, then. Sweat was covering your body. He continued, you two were gone for a long time. You were tired after just one more. Jan, you said the same thing for the second one. His traced the marks that were making you more beautiful. Ta, then I will. He proved it with the wildness he had hidden behind his innocence. After that, you drifted to sleep. He picked you up and took you to the bathroom. After 2 months, things weren't too smooth but not too bad either. You had convinced him and he was taking therapy sessions. Today you had invited Jimin for help as you had changed the furniture. You needed him for some settings. Jimin, you better treat me good after this. Jan, yeah, whatever. Jimin, I am not kidding. I am surfing my precious energy in this, so get ready to make a meal for me. Jan, alright, at least start the work now. When you two both sat the lounge, he fell on the couch. Jimin, where is your boyfriend? You should have made him do this. Jan, I called him. He said he will be late. Jimin, wow, so he will be here just to eat? Sitting beside him, you pulled his hair. He screamed dramatically. Jimin, wow, girl, is Taehyung transferring his energy into you? That bold joke made you laugh. He also joined you. That you both didn't get to notice. The car's arrival in the porch. Jimin, I also have power. Let me show you. You ran, and he was after you. Jan, you are too little to have any power. Jimin, stop right there, and I will make you regret it. Taking big strides, he held you, wrapping his arms around your waist. You were a laughing mess. Jimin, why you bothered to run when you knew that I am gonna catch you? You clawed his hand and he loosened his grip. You tried to run, but he again caught you. Jimin lost his balance and fell down, taking you with him. He was above you. He controlled your both hands. Jan, okay, fine, you won. In all this, your short dress had been hiked up even more. None of you two noticed, but two eyes were burning. Ta, how dared you to touch her? The voice was known, but the tone ran a cold shiver down to your spine. Your hand swung towards the voice, and an enraged Taehyung was approaching you too. Jimin, Taehyung V. Standing up, he intended to explain, but Taehyung didn't give him any chance and started punching him. Shan, Taehyung, stop! You screamed when he hit Jimin on a table, breaking its glass in shards. Taehyung never misunderstood your friendship with Jimin. Then, Ta, I should have taught you a lesson when I had the chance. His red eyes and the way he took predatory steps towards you hitched your breath. Yan, no. Ta, now who will save you, huh? You looked at Jimin, who was too injured but was still trying to get on his feet. Ta, you did it with that taehyung, and you were pushing me away. Jan, this can't be. You didn't want to believe it. He was doing so good for the last 2 months, and now you moved your feet to run, but he caught you. Jan, leave me, please. Few moments were enough to wet your face in tears. He pulled you at the wall, and in immense pain made you see darkness. Ta, I should be the one to give you pleasure, and I will do it. Your heart broke into pieces when he was the same person, but still different. You felt dirty. He was bruising. Short of breath was paralyzing you when Jimin detached him away from you. You breathed for your life and they had strangled each other. Jan, Jimin, your scream shook the whole house. Seeing the blood, your stomach rose pile to your throat. Taehyung had deepened a shot into Jimin's shoulder. To be continued. I'll try to upload next part soon. Stay safe and healthy. Keep supporting me. Love you, Ami.